Listen, I am. Who cares what I am? It doesn't matter. What we do need to worry about. Let me look at my notes. Is that I'm so happy Canada is dealing with its terrorism, dealing with its terror on its citizens and the enslavement of its citizens. And not only is it your government, folks. Yes, it is your government selling you out every which way to Sunday. And I mean, even Sunday is not a good day. But I would like to congratulate the men and women who fought their fear and decided to act on something so needed. This world is fundamentally changed. And the child sex trafficking, modern day slavery, and when I mean slavery, it's slavery whether you're in a cage with bars around you, being cut open and gutted like a fish, all the while just being raped. Today, I laid on the pavement and asked for food because I am broke. They steal my food. They like my phone has disappeared like 100,000 times. It feels like, and it disappears from my hand. Like you can't fight this technology, which is why all of the technology needs to go. Every technological corporation in the world should be sued at this particular moment. Now, let me just give you a definition of what the future looks like if Canada, and I mean its people, all wake up to this reality that we are so close to the edge of something. But in this future, there is no war because Canada is in the most unique position ever in history to not only give the slaves that we torture to death citizenship, freedom, liberty, not only rights, but also responsibilities. Our future is so fundamentally changed by what this country has decided to do because they are good people. These vicious acts of terror are committed every single day, day in and day out. However, our future, if we act upon this, not only is there a plan, but there are so many plans. Look on my YouTube, Joe Nathan, at Joe Nathan 17 on YouTube. Um, and just look at this plan. Number one, I can explain this to you in 2 minutes. All you would need to do is every minimum wage employee to $35 an hour employee, part-time, seasonal, uh, all workers basically who are under within this pay category, $15 or like minimum wage to about $30, $40. Go on strike. Shut down the entire country. And I mean, show the government exactly what you feel about slavery because you are so close to slavery yourself, because you are all one check away from being homeless and destitute. If Canada opens its doors to all the slaves around, just bear with me, okay? Just hold on. That, okay, what was it? Give me a second, hold on. That if we accept them, we can not only instantaneously be the biggest economy in the world, but we could probably give everybody, this is my high number, okay, about $10,000 a month, and things will be so cheap you won't even believe it. Because we can fit so many people on our landmass. It is unbelievable. And if Canada did that, and then the world follows suit, and then not only that, but you stop buying anything corporate, start demanding things be made in Canada, and do not pay your debt, mortgage, credit cards, any debt. Just be like, yeah, even your taxes on that receipt, they should just be charging you what that burger costs. And cheaper than they're trying to sell it now. I think all people who are renting should go on a rent strike and absolutely demand a lower rent. Because what they are doing is they are using these places for child sex trafficking. If you think your house is safe, it's not. They can steal your keys, cut copies, change the lock, and do all sorts of freaky kind of shit when you are not home. Check your shower drain sometimes. I have short and curlies, okay? And this isn't even, I have short and curlies. And I'm bald. So, so give me a second here. You're telling me that I'm finding long hairs this long that look like children hairs in my shower head. Excuse me, lady. Uh-uh. I have had so many people steal from me that my building management and building maintenance have come in here and I believe they have fucked children in my bed. People, anyways, who cares about that? So, the future. Okay, so if we do those things, we could instantaneously become the leading economy in the world, the leading dollar, because everybody will be so shocked at what they expected to happen will not happen, that Canada will instantaneously be the, this is what I predict, okay? The leader of this world so far over that it will fundamentally change almost the fabric of time. And if we do these things, not only do we fix the only problem that's facing the one problem, sorry, that is facing us as humanity, and that is the biggest threat to this society, its people, and everybody in the globe, is the modern day slavery, child sex trafficking, child terrorism. Child terrorism. How does that sound? Or terrorist and I don't know. Fill in the gaps, okay? That we will not only have enacted, and I also, okay, this is what another thought. Now, this is something you have to wrap your head around. Maybe what if that we are not the only people and that we've already had an alien invasion, okay? Get this. And there could be, like, you know how Avatar has like four, like earth, fire, water, yada, 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 right? Well, Earth could have that exact same thing, just that we are being kept separate from each other because we are so massive that okay, now this could be, now just deal with this, that it could be literally an alien takeover of the entire universe. But anyways, so we have a chance to go interplanetary. Not only interplanetary, but we have a chance to become the peace that we want to see. And every human is capable of exactly what is happening if you believe it to be happening. If you believe in slavery, you can keep going and you can not pay attention. But if you truly disagree with slavery of not only yourself, but children. Today I laid on the pavement and I thought to myself, I kind of feel like that a child laying on a cardboard box after she's been so brutalized, burnt with cigarettes, and done any manner of absolute hell to her, that she's so hungry that she begs for food, and that man says no. They are not feeding them. They are not giving them water. They die so fast. What do you think makes up everything we eat? Everything we eat is made out of dead people or grown in dead people. Get this. Anything frozen, dairy, and I'm going to list it, cheese, milk could easily be their blood, just colored white. Hey, why not? It is so vicious, vile, and cruel to these people. Anyways, so our future looks incredibly, incredibly bright. Okay? If we not only unite this country, but every country under a banner of freedom, justice for them, reverence, spirituality. And I'm going to say this battle has not been about me in the slightest. It is about the children and souls that suffer. And when I mean souls, these dogs, when they sound like they're being boink and oinked by Taurus, and the Taurus. Anyways, by terrorists, they sound like this dog I saw the other day looked so, I'm going to say, brutalized, that she couldn't stop peeing, and she had like liquid diarrhea. That's how much she had been fucked. Not because I've seen it, but because it's happening in my building. And this is animal cruelty, slavery for animals. What do you think the numbers of the Lotto Max are? That in my mind tells me that many dogs and animals have died, usually the higher number, and that's how many babies have died. Because babies, they have a proclivity to. They love babies so much that they're like, damn right, one after another. And I've heard animals like chipmunks here actually sound like they're being I mean, brutalized to death. It is so, you will never believe that sound. You will, but you'll never like, it's like, whoa. And we are so prosperous here on earth that we have the power to regenerate everything, use energy in such a different way and not electricity that completely subjugates us. The V2K technology that we have is so unbelievably brutal. It has the power to control your mind. Google chainless slaves, and they've taken a lot out of that. Chainless slaves, the trauma program designed to create a chainless slave. What do you think most women are at this point? Because men use those tactics on women so often that it boggles my mind. I can't believe what I hear on subways. And I'm like, you are talking to this man? This one time I saw two women bowing to a man, and I almost jumped out of my seat and said, excuse me, what? I did jump out of my seat, sorry. Excuse me, miss, what are you doing? He should be bowing to you. You are the true leaders of this planet, my friend. And do not let him lie to you. Do not let him cheat you out of anything. And do not let him manipulate you or gaslight you. Number one, because being a man is so much more than the parts you have. I'm going to say this again. It's so much more than the balls and dick you have, you motherfucker. Sorry, pardon my language. You mother hooter. Oh, sorry. Okay? It takes a man to act with integrity, show mercy, treat people and themselves with respect, show tolerance, and do you know, I'm going to say grace and majesty will come from a man if they practice integrity and honesty. These children are so brutalized and are begging for someone to just help them. And I have done everything I possibly can and that I possibly know how to do. I've been fighting this. Sorry, who cares about me? It's not about me. This is about the children that suffer. God! And not their God. This eon's God. Bear with me. And they are so happy with what Canada is doing that I believe Russia, China, and India will all. Oh, and not only that, not only if you strike, don't pay your mortgage, taxes, credit card, nothing you owe, because that is all the chains that bind you. And if we all did that, they would be shiting brikes right now. They'd be so scared. You'd either have guns held to your head in 5 minutes, or you'd have everything you want and that in within 3 days. It took 3 days to crack these evil elites who not only are they not human, but they are so evil that they want your subjugation completely. Now, girl, I don't want to be subjugated. Not at all. I don't want to be owned. And by the way, with that technology that's now roaming in your DNA, you become a product or owned by a corporation because that is copyrighted. That's all I'll say on that. But like I said, our future looks so bright that the timelines that open up, quantum jump, sometimes millions of years. And then from that moment on, the options in that realm, after we do what we need to do to not only reconcile, bring justice, but bring total peace, and I mean a complete disarmament. And when I say all technology, we need to say bye-bye technology, goodbye arson, aloha, leave now, goodbye yesterday, okay? And the truth is the truth, whether you believe it or not. And it will always be the truth because it is truth. And if we show compassion for not only ourselves and our pain, but for others and their pain, and especially those children and their pain. Because guess who? Guess what we are doing to our future at this very moment, I believe? We are destroying every bit of happiness. And you don't, and I wish I could show you my mind map. If anybody would like to see my mind map, someone send it to them. Share that thing like you could share nothing else. Because not only have people been so impressed and wondering how the hell is this person, and how the hell does this person know more than me? Most people ask. Are you kidding? People are shocked. Okay, at what is in there. And when I mean all food, everything we eat, people, everything we eat, we are literally cannibals. Get this. And most of us know about it. Well, maybe not all of us, but a lot of people do, or assume it. Because the food that they are passing off as food, and the things that they're passing off as food, come from mostly at McDonald's dead babies. Get away from me, the damn fly. Damn flyers and try to fly in my fly. Holy cliker, in my fly in the face fly. Holy scheisse. So, I'm going to say this again. The truth is the truth. It doesn't have to be believed to be the truth. But the truth will be the truth and always will be the truth. Because it is the truth. And it is always better to tell it the truth every single time you mess up. And be man enough and big enough to admit when you have lied or when you are wrong. And I don't care. And those children that are suffering are slaves. They get put in cages. They get violated so bad in parks, under parks, in government buildings. And that whole Queen's Park renovation was literally to enhance their capabilities to fuck people to their doom. Just like every police division, in Toronto at least, every transit piece of infrastructure we have ever built has contributed to the underground system that is systematically destroying people. And there is not only a concentration camp in Regent Park, but it's built to, and there's not only a complex or a mind control facility at the deaFEATing Cockwell Institute of Health Science Institute on Gerrard in Toronto, Dundas and Church. That building is so sinister that that shouldn't even exist. Mount Sinai is also called a complex. Ooh, why? Because they commit pharmakia sorcery. And most Christians are like, wait a minute, pharmakia? Let's go back. What? What's the translation? All psyches. So, and I'm going to share this one more time. Remember the children that suffer. Remember the children that feel pain. They are human, they are people, they cry and they feel. Please remember your privilege. Please remember what our entire system is based upon. Please remember the children that suffer, for they do not have a voice. And to be their voice is such an honor. You'll never, ever, ever believe how great it has been to not only serve my God, but dedicate everything to helping them, because they are our ticket. They have been enslaved for so long, I'm sure, that each one of them are begging for freedom. So remember, when you are eating your meal, processed ham or chicken or anything, you could be eating dead baby. And I think we have to have reverence and remembrance for how much privilege we actually have in Canada and what it costs some people to give us that privilege. So please, fight the child sex trafficking industry, modern day slavery, child slavery, terrorism industry. That is the number one problem and the number one threat to this entire globe, to this entire planet. This entire planet owes everything to those children, mostly. I'm going to let you think on that. And I'm going to ask you one more question. Canada, the world, anybody who's watching, do you believe in slavery? I'm going to ask you again, and this should be so loud that anybody around you should be hearing no. Do you believe in slavery? I certainly don't. I'm asking you one more time. Let's get this. Do you believe in slavery, Canada and the world? Because that's what we have on our hands. Have a good night, and I hope that we all wake up in unison and say, this is enough.